First on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, ADA Title VI grievance forms as well as a voluntary public involvement survey are available in the hanging wall files for anyone interested. Next, the approval of minutes. I'll make a motion that we approve minutes since our last regularly scheduled meeting. Second. Motion made by Albert, seconded by Mr. McMahon. Is there any discussion? Mrs. Pothorsky?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon? Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
And Mrs. Deal?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 5-0. Didn't mean to cut your name off there, Bill. Next, the approval of claims. I'll make a motion, we approve the claims.
I'll second.
Motion made by Albert, seconded by Mr. Watkins to approve the claims. Is there any discussion? Mrs. Pothorsky?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mrs. Deal?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 5-0. Next is utilities.
I didn't even MCO report, so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
About the only thing we have on the project this week or next, they will probably be doing the soil borings. They go down 40 feet, I think it is, for the water tower. From the water tower. It's the only thing I know off the top of my head. Anything on utilities? Streets?
I have nothing to report.
Nothing on streets. Parks?
I have,
Let's, do you have anything to report on utilities? I told about the soil boring. We assigned that for them to do the boring.
That's about it, really. The only other thing is the locating, because of the fiber, is taking us 30 or 40 hours a week just to do locates. It's been a really big project. NIPSCO's got a few things going on, so it's really taking a lot of time. We will be flushing hydrants this month, and that's about it.
Okay.
Nathan, do you want to tell them about the new hire? Well, we hired a part-time laborer for the utilities,
Okay.
which is part of the salary ordinance, so.
Okay. That'll probably help
So
immensely.
that will help, yeah. And we're probably gonna have to do mostly a lot of testing down at the wastewater plant. Because we've basically doubled it since with the treatment plant upgrade. We doubled the time as we test and it goes through. But from 3 days to really 5 to 6 days a week and lab stuff, so.
Okay.
I don't really have anything, but I just wanted to see if you guys were okay if we do a ribbon cutting for the pedal parkour on the day of Pumpkin Fest, because it's already going to be busy, and we can just do something quick, maybe get a hold of everyone who contributed, let them know that's when we want to do it, and then we'll already have the foot traffic there, and we can do it at like noon. So it's like the parade is on. People are coming into the Pumpkin Fest to enjoy it. How does that sound?
Sounds good. Does anybody here play pickleball?
I just played it.
Okay.
Monday, I can't hear what you're saying.
It's basically ping pong on asphalt. There's probably 10 or 12 people out there the other day. When I went by, I couldn't believe it. So.
No, it's nice.
Yeah, it's so nice. So I just feel like that would be a good day. We already have the foot traffic, and because it's so late in the game already, we could just piggyback off of everyone coming. So if you guys are available that day, that'd be great. I'll get the Westville Chamber to just bring a ribbon. We can cut it and call it a day.
Okay, perfect.
Okay? Oh, yeah, sorry. And then if I can get your approval for Market on Main, it's going to be Instead of Saturday, it's gonna be Sunday, June 7th, I believe. Hold on, let me just look that up. It's next year, so, yes, June 7th, 2026. Can I get that street? And I'll get with Bubba for like the closure and whatnot, if I can just get that date approved.
Yeah, is that a motion?
Yeah, can I make a motion for the June 6th, 2026 date for
June
marketing?
7th.
June 7th, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. June 7th, Sunday, June 7th.
It's on Sunday?
Yes.
I'll second.
Okay, motion made by Mr. Thorsky, seconded by Mr. Watkins to allow use of Main Street for Market on Main on Sunday, June 7th of 2026. Is there any discussion? Mrs. Thorsky?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon?
Yes.
Mr. Watkins?
Yes.
Mrs. Deal?
Yes.
Albert votes yes, passes 5-0. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, police?
Over August, we had 290 calls for service, 86 traffic stops, consisted with 1 vehicle pursuit, 5 calls for assisting fire and medics, 12 suspicious activity calls, 20 disturbance type calls, and 11 property damage crashes, 4 injury, and 1 hit and run crash. I got a response from INDOT today for like a formal closure of Flynn for the parade for Pumpkin Fest this year, as opposed to the temporary closures we've tried to do previously. We just don't have the manpower to stop traffic at all the places for that. So we'll do a formal closure for probably 20 to 30 minutes. But there's a permit process we have to go through because it's a US highway. So in the process of that, I got the request in to disable the siren again this year for Pumpkin Fest, because that was a big issue the year before last. And then we hired 2 additional part-time officers. One is a active Michigan City officer, and the other just left on good terms from the sheriff's office.
Oh, good. So thank you. Any questions or anything on police? Finance? Fire department activity report, they're not here. Anything else in miscellaneous? Citizens comments, Susan Friedrich, is that
Yes.
how it's pronounced? Okay, you just go up and say your name and address, and
All right,
how are you tonight?
good, how are you? I
Great.
thank you for letting me come and speak. My name is Susan Friedrich. My address is 704 Carla Ann Drive in Westville, Indiana here. And so that's the new subdivision. I've been there for 17 years. I really like this town. I loved it when I first moved in. It reminded me of the town my dad grew up in Watsika, Illinois, in a farm town.
I know where Watsika.
And you know Watsika,
Yeah.
so you know what I mean. I was always looking to live in a town like this, and I just love it. There's just one little problem here. You guys keep letting too many utility company or these cable companies come in. What's up with that? We already have 2 of these cables being buried in our ground, and now we got a 3rd company wants to roll through and do another, tear up our ground again. Part of the problem is they're putting those boxes on the easements, or not on the easements, they're putting it in our yards. One company came in and put the box in my yard, told me they had the right to do it.
Well, first, I don't mean to interrupt you. I know through, what is it, a 30, how wide is the right of way through there?
35 feet.
35 feet from the center, right? 35 each side of the center, 70 feet wide,
According to the plat.
according to plat. I don't believe we can keep any utility from coming out, can we, Doug? No. That's, because it's, we
So
can't-
these cable companies can come rolling through and bury their lines in our yards, one on top of the other, until they cause water damage, like say water pockets get caught in your lawn, in your yard, and we're responsible for all of these lines in our yards.
they're responsible for any damages they do.
Yeah, when they're doing it. What happens a year or 2 down the road when all these lines running through the yard, this is causing water pockets in the yard, and then water damage to our homes and our you know.
Yeah, I don't think,
mean, you don't have any clue as to what you're doing there, and you're letting these people bury these lines on top of each other. Utility companies, I've talked to them, they hate that.
Well, yeah.
The water company, my goodness, they can't even go out and work because they gotta suck all the dirt out from the ground now. They can't use the old equipment they had. You know, I think this was why can't people stop this?
Because they're utilities, and they're in an easement.
No, that's not really a utility company. I mean, come on.
They are.
It's a cable company.
They're a utility.
They're not, it's not like a water company where you
You
need to
cannot, you
have.
cannot stop them.
Oh, so then we can just have one after the another cables come in our yard and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't believe that.
We can-
This is a town. You have no,
No, they are in a public right of way. Doug, our attorney, he can,
Yeah, I mean, that's it. When it was built, there's an easement going from the center of the road 35 feet in. So that's not, it's your yard and you have the right to use it, but it's in a utility easement.
well, no, it's not in the utility easement. It's in my yard. It's right next to my.
Don't tell me no,
It's right next to my.
don't tell me I'm wrong. I've been practicing law for 30 years, okay? That's in a public
we
easement.
need to come out.
So they-
And my yard is a public easement? I'm
If it goes-
sorry, I wasn't aware of that.
It goes,
Yeah, some of it,
where's the plat?
the part by the road.
I've seen them where they were way up in the yards too, not even close to the height of the sidewalk, way up in the yards. I've taken pictures of them. They're way up in the yards too, where they're not supposed to be.
Well-
I'm sorry, but that's not right. That's not an easement what they're doing there when they go that far up.
I
in
don't,
someone's
I-
yard.
I've never seen it,
I've
so I
seen it
can't
up
speak
and
to
down,
that.
I've seen it up and down.
If
the
they're,
block.
if they're within
I
35
just
feet of the
understand.
center line of the road, they're in the easement. If they're outside the easement, then that's your ability to go out and tell them to get off your property.
Yeah, I
We
think
can
so
get you,
too.
we can get you a copy of the plat.
Yeah, I would
So you
like
can
to
see
see
it,
that.
because when
My husband would
subdivision-
like to see that,
when a-
because I want to see what's in my yard, because I don't feel like I have one here.
I'm sorry,
You know?
I went by your place with our building commissioner. We didn't see any digging, so I didn't.
It's right next, yeah, because it's sunk into the ground already. It's
When did
right
they do
next to
that?
my-
When
it's
did
right-
they do it?
Huh?
When did they do the
It was
curbs?
last year. That was last year's, and it sunk down into my ground already even. And it's right next to my bushes, and it's just sunk in.
704 Carla?
Huh?
704
Yes,
Carla?
ma'am, yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'll come
The
out
thing
with
is,
a,
I don't understand why we don't have any say-so, and they can just come through and put the stuff in our yards, one on top of the
It
other.
was established when they created the subdivision, so it happened before you ever bought your place.
Fiber optics?
The easement.
Oh, I'm talking about fiber optics now.
If
I think
it's-
we already discussed the easement.
Yeah.
I'm asking you about the fiber optics. Does anybody think that that's off the wall for them to keep putting all these lines in the yard,
they
one on
wouldn't,
top of the other?
it's,
Even the utility companies are upset about
well,
it.
yeah, because they've got to work around them.
Why don't anybody, we don't have any say-so in this town.
We have the right to
How do
compete.
we fight about this
You
stuff?
don't,
You don't fight anybody?
they can,
They have the right to compete.
yeah.
They have
If
the
one
right to
utility
do
comes
anything
through and
they
another one
want.
wants to be competitive, we can't tell them no if someone else is
Well,
already
I
there.
can
It's
see
a right of way.
two companies coming in some competition, but I don't know about you, but do you all live here too?
Yeah.
I
You want
do.
somebody digging in your yard?
And they-
like
and they-
lines on top
and
of
they do.
lines on top of lines?
And also, it
That's
could be
crazy,
your,
ain't it? Am I wrong?
No,
it
I
could be
mean,
your neighbor. So just to give you an example, let's say company A is in my subdivision, I'm in the subdivision over from you. So once company A has put in that optic fiber line, company B is like, oh, well, we can piggyback off of this line and offer a competitive service. And I think that's what's happening. So once they put the lines which weren't available in the water tower place, that's probably what's happening. So you have competitor A, you have competitor B, competitor C. And it's unfortunate, but I'm guaranteeing you, it's your neighbors who have called and like, competitor D is offering, I'm gonna install this, so you could have faster internet at XYZ price.
They don't work that as well as they say they do. I've never talked to a lot of people, but that's it.
No, but
I
I'm
understand
just,
what
like,
you're
I'm just saying that could
So
be a
you're saying that these
possibility.
neighbors are the ones that are problem.
Well-
Because I got
Yeah,
some
like,
people
I'm just
across
saying,
the street
like-
from me that have businesses, and they have their businesses at home. So it could be them that's doing it.
Yeah, so
Well,
and
here's
it's
the
just
thing,
a competitive thing. I'm so sorry to
Oh, no.
no, like, I just wanna say, like, it could be just that it's the competition and it was an offer that like, because like I said, I had X company for so many years. When they put that line in, you know, Y company came in and they're like, well, we're gonna offer this for this much, you know what I mean? So it was enticing. So we're like, yeah, dig in our, and they did. They went in our yard They
I
dig the
didn't ask
line.
anybody to do that, but my husband decided.
But I'm just saying, like, that's what-
Too, after they already put it in.
Right, no, and that's the problem, is now everyone's on that, and that's probably, as I'm seeing the pattern of too many companies, and it could be one neighbor was like interested, and that's
So
unfortunate.
it's the people in the subdivision that are calling.
I'm not saying necessarily that, but I'm saying like, it could even be someone close to Carla Ann in the old subdivision, just how the wiring run. It could be anybody who's interested. It could be the Taco Bell, it could be the McDonald's, you know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
It
When
could
they said
be,
businesses, I thought that's what they were talking about.
yeah, it could be anyone or anything, and it's just a competitor. That's what I'm assuming, but I don't wanna, you know what I mean?
For example,
That makes sense.
years ago, Ray, this guy sitting here, worked for Oak when they ran cable.
Yeah.
The only cable company in town. In
Well, they
fact,
had an agreement with the town
right,
that
See, and
no
that's-
other competitors could come into town.
but they can't do that anymore thanks to deregulation.
Right.
Huh?
They can't do that anymore thanks to deregulation.
Oh, that would be the Democrats, I'm assuming.
Well, it's a good idea, so competition is good, so I'm guessing it probably was.
Yeah, yeah.
Since you've got three of them sitting here, but that's beside the point. No, I'm not apologizing, you shouldn't need to. Here's the thing. For example, Acme Communications, that was the first fiber company in town, other than MediaCom. I don't think they're fiber yet, are they, Ray? Do you know?
MediaCom?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Okay, so anyway, when the bank came in here, they ran a fiber, so all the banks were connected in whatever, banks.
Well, that makes sense. They would
communications.
want to have.
Well, then, since they ran that line, they ran a line to the school, because schools use a lot of
So
it.
next thing you know.
And then what they did, I don't know if Oak, or if they're in every spot in town now, but they branched off of it. My house, I had it for a while. And then, SurfNet did the whole town. I think they did pretty much the whole county, I believe. But they offered a competitive rate. And like when I signed on, I'm paying the same price 50 years from now if I'm still alive, which I doubt, but it's what I'm paying now. It was a locked-in price. Comcast never came into town. They didn't want to come into Westville, but now they just ran a business, Comcast Business just ran, like down 421, a very limited area. But someday, they will come off that line.
So now you're telling me that we could just have 5, 6, 7
But what it-
cables coming?
Yeah, but what
sticking up
boils
our
down,
guts, right?
but what it boils down to is economics. If there's 3 fiber companies in town, whoever the 4th company has to determine, is it gonna pay us to run lines all over town? Are we gonna get that draw off of that? It's economics.
Well,
Well, then if they try to undercut everybody, they probably will.
If they get the business, if they have to justify running lines because it's not cheap.
Well, I kind of think maybe we need to figure out how to stop all this
Well,
in
it's
some
a-
way. There's
it's-
gotta be something.
The other point I wanted to-
I'm gonna look for that loophole.
The other point I wanted to make, let's say you own a cable company or an internet company, and you own an internet company. Who has the power to pick which one?
Frankly, I think that whoever got in first and second should be it. And I think there should be a limit to how many can go in, especially when they're burying it in someone's ground.
You should talk,
That's my story. I'm
call your
not with it.
legislatures, that's
I
a
surely
state.
will, because there's got to be somebody that answers for this. And if it's not our town, then it's the
It's
legislature.
probably the feds.
So I'm gonna fight them. I have
Yeah,
all the time to do it. I don't work.
Yeah.
I got
But I
plenty of
mean,
time.
we can't legally do it.
I understand what you're saying. I appreciate you taking the time to discuss. this.
Sometime we'll come by and measure.
I would appreciate that you do that.
Are you a corner lot?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So they tear my yard from one side to the other. It's terrible.
Now, is it the little machines that go from the easement to the house?
I don't know what you're talking. What this is they
Varies
put
up.
a
That's a
square
pin.
thing
That's called
in
a
my
pin.
yard, a box thing.
It's an
And they
underground
dug up
pin.
underneath my sidewalk and everything.
Right, I know how it's done.
Messed around with it.
I'm just wondering if it's a line from the ped That little black box?
Well, that's not our company. My husband said it's not to go to our house. Is that company there, the second company that came in?
Okay.
My husband and I took the
I
first
don't think
one.
you're understanding what I'm asking.
No, I'm not then.
When you want cable, you have to have a line to
Oh,
your
I know that.
house.
Oh,
We have
Is that what you're talking about, them going through your yard with the little
No,
machine?
I'm talking about them laying the lines.
the main.
in the front, the main lines, not the
Right,
line to my
okay.
house. They have to do that in order for us to have cable.
Right.
What I'm talking about is them laying line after line of these big thick cables in our ground. One on
Well,
top of
the
each
cable's
other.
only about
It's
that big.
crazy.
Yeah.
They're one on
Big
top of
thing-
the other.
Thick thing
I've seen
is
it.
called interduct. That's what they put in the ground to run the cable through, so it doesn't get cut as easy.
Why is it that they're hitting gas mains? I've heard they're hitting gas mains, they're hitting water mains. These cable companies, they can come out there and they're doing all kinds of damage, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hit a gas main a couple days ago
Yeah.
and back, and they hit some water mains. I remember about a week or two ago, I went to turn my water on in the bathroom and the freaking water was barely coming out. So I lost
Yeah,
my
we
water pressure.
they didn't hit any of our water lines.
Huh?
They didn't hit any of our water lines.
Well, I heard they did.
No.
I wonder why my water was so low
No.
one day. Well, somebody told me they hit the water, actually it was the person coming out. It was a person from the company, and they told me that, They had a hard time.
We had two water services that were hit. One was on Valparaiso
Thank you.
Street, which was not, it was not abandoned, it was not abandoned, it was one of the houses in front of the school that they tore down, and there was a service there, and the other one was the one out on,
The roundabout.
in the roundabout.
We'll take a look at that and I'll see if I can get a drawing of your.
It's a very complicated thing.
yeah, I mean, I'm not blaming you guys
Oh,
about
we
that.
don't
I'm just
take it
saying
as
you
your
guys
blame.
that, you know, that to me is kind of scary, you know, when they start doing stuff like that. You don't
One
know
thing-
how much damage they're causing.
One thing I'd like to add is Westville permits their contractors. So if the contractors are doing things that's not beneficial for the town, they can pull the permit and they can basically stop work.
Oh, really?
So Westville's
We did it.
a step ahead of a lot of the town.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
So,
On
yeah, these
service.
guys are doing bad jobs and, you know, they're hiring bad crews and stuff. and they can stop
Unfortunately,
it, right?
sometimes you don't know that until a year or two after they've left it.
Oh, well, see, that's the bad part. This is why we need to fight this with our legislators, you know, because, and I will most definitely do that.
Okay.
I thank you again for.
Thanks for coming out, or up, or whatever direction you came, down, I guess, from your.
Yeah, I live over here in town, but I just wanted to say thanks again.
Oh,
For
you're welcome.
everybody putting up with me for me.
Anyone else?
I'm a little passionate.
South Central kids. I would usually tell this beforehand. You have a South Central star behind you too, as long as we're, there's 5 people on the council. Clerk treasurer, she's like the town's mom. She writes the checks and all that stuff. Have a town attorney. We meet normally once a month unless something else happens, you know, in between where we have to have a special meeting for something. It's been busy the last couple of years. We've put in an addition to our sewage plant, hooked the Westville Correctional into it, and now they're getting ready to hook into our water. We have to build a new water tower for them, so it's kind of a boom on utilities right now. It's been a busy place, plus the construction of the correctional facility out there.
Is that gonna raise our water bills?
No, it's going to keep them steady.
Well, I know we had to pay for the last time when they rebuilt the new one here. I know they said they had to raise the bill. This is when I first moved in, I think somewhere around that time. But we had to help pay for that. But our bills went back down afterwards. It was a few years. that-
Sewer, let's see, last time we did anything to the water rates was after your subdivision, it was in, we dropped them 21%. Sewer rates dropped 2 years ago? 2 years ago.
Yeah, my bill went down.
So
Yeah.
what it'll do, probably won't drop your rates, but there'll be revenue in to keep it stable, to keep from raising rates
Yeah,
in the
that was
future.
nice.
It's there, what's happening, the state and the rate they're paying for all the improvements. So it's not coming out of our
Oh, good.
We're getting the loan, but they're guaranteeing to pay for it. You know, it's through their rates. So, yes.
The town of Westville's utilities, when these projects are over, will probably be some of the best in the state of Indiana.
I'm sorry.
I say they will be some of the best in the state of Indiana.
Oh, excellent.
For the size town that Westville is. They're going to be, we work very hard in planning on, you know, for future. So it's.
Oh, yeah, because it is an up and coming town.
It is.
Absolutely.
A lot of it won't be seen for 15 or 20 years, and I think that town of Westville will be in very, very good shape,
Absolutely.
utility-wise.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you very much again, Susan. Anything else? Nope.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I second that.
There should be another one. You usually do it sneezes in threes, I think.
I can do it like 27 times.
Okay.
I'm talented.
I will make a motion that we adjourn.
I second.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait.
What about my, what am I thinking here?
No, I can't, Ray, I can't help you on that one.
Oh, the fence
Yeah,
and,
the letter's out for that.
The letter?
So, yep, the letter's out for that. That went from, Charlie, the zoning guy,
okay.
sent that letter out, so that encompasses all the violations, all mixing the zones.
Does it cover the fence or do I
It
have?
covers the fence, the cleanup, the whole.
Does he have a deadline?
I don't know off the top of my head what that deadline is, but there will be a deadline in the letter for it. I expect we'll probably get a phone call from him as soon as he receives the letter.
Ray, I'm sorry, I'm gonna need your address for the record. For the minutes, I need your address.
756 Fairview.
Thank you.
Did they tell you I got my envelope finally that you sent to me in June?
I told you I sent it to you.
I finally got it the other day.
Post office at its best.
It had the wrong address on it.
756?
Yeah, that's, we don't get, we have a post office box.
They don't deliver. Usually.
Okay, so that was our discussion. Any more discussion on the, okay, Ms. Swirsky?
What?
We're voting.
Oh, second.
Yeah,
Favor.
she seconded the motion. Now we're gonna vote on it. Mrs. Swirsky?
Yes.
Mr. McMahon, sorry to leave you hanging over there, bud. Yes. Mr. Watkins? Mrs. Deal? Albert votes yes. Meeting adjourned at 7:27, like the.
Okay, you're.
Making a note that they have a PO box is on Fairview. I had no idea.
Do we need to sign something?
I'm not pressing this
For you guys, so
Yeah.
Ms. Kowalski knows we're there?
All right, what do you got?
Here's what I used to park on it, and it's from